Hello, hello. Once again, this is your guy, Mr. Brunch Chicago, for another Wednesday episode of Dinner in 45. So today we're going to make some very easy and something that I've done before, but I'm putting another twist on it. So this time I'm doing a meatloaf with a Southside Jerk flavor as well as Southside Jerk gravy mixture. So just showing you some more options and how we're being creative with this Southside Jerk product. And, I'm going to create some more meals with some of the new product line that we have from Mr. Brunch Chicago, the mango rub, as well as the mango sauce, and then Grandma Ruth's barbecue sauce, as well as the rub to go along with that. We're going to barbecue over the summer with it. So, let's give you some more, options, but we're going to still rock with our Southside Jerk, still being creative. Once again, it's low sodium, very healthy, mostly all natural ingredients. And, just something that everyone can eat. The kids, the parents, grandparents, everyone can eat it. It's safe for the family. It's healthy and, it's got a good, healthy option in essence of eating and, just going forth from that point. So, all right, your guy, I'm about to start cutting up some of my vegetables for my meatloaf and, just making it real easy peasy. So, put the gloves on. We're gonna rock this out. Not making a whole lot. This is gonna be pretty much just for the family. So I'm gonna knock this out today, and want to send this episode. I'm dedicating this episode to Mr. Gilliam, my friend Travis Gilliam, father. Mr. Gilliam is like another father to me. We all grew up on the block together, so we recently lost him. All of our hearts are heavy right now. And we're still moving on. That's my brother. Carmen is my sister. We're family forever. Our kids, cousins. I mean, they grew up together. And, if you look at his daughter, you look at my daughter, you swear they're blood related because they look so much alike. And it's just that crazy. And, they're similar, too, in a lot of ways. But that's just that family thing, man. So, Travis, I love you. Carmen, I love you. Your brother's here. I'm going to always be here. And just dedicating this episode to your dad. And, that's my guy too. And, we just, we're all family, man, extended family. That's how we grew up, So that's who this episode is dedicated to, this week's episode. So I'm going to go in here and get started. So I've already started cutting up on some of my veggies and all. So I'm going to cut some green peppers, some red and yellow in this meatloaf just to give it a little bit of variety. That's all. And like I say, you can use whatever you want. You can use the same things. It doesn't matter. So I'm just using a little different in color. So give a little spice. That's all. And not too much. But one of the secrets to my meatloaf is mushroom. So keep that in mind. We're going to rock with mushroom. The mushroom actually helps the moisture, especially in turkey meatloaf. So we're doing turkey meatloaf, ground turkey. So it's easy for that ground turkey to get dry, especially when you make a meatloaf and you start baking it. But the mushrooms add incredible moisture to it. So, these are the secrets that I've learned, over the years and just dealing with different cooks and just, I'm a student in everything I do. I don't jump into something without researching. I like to know what I'm talking about before I start talking. So, and I'm human. Sometimes I do talk about stuff that I don't know the answer to it. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, I got to go back to the lab. Correctly. I'm going back to the lab, so I make sure I know what I'm talking about. So, that's just something that I do. That's me. That's my pet peeve. So, some people, they know it all and never did any research and don't know and got all the wrong answers. Hey, if you're fine with being wrong that much, then it's cool. We all gonna be wrong to some form of fashion, and it's how often you want to be. So, it's always keen to do research, and my professors in Morehouse taught me to do the research, man. Make sure you research everything. If you research, then you know your stuff. You're on top of it. Can't nobody else tell you otherwise. All right, so And I know I'm cutting a little funny because I got a funny grip on here because of these gloves that I have on. So my other gloves, I think I ran out. They have a better grip. I can kind of grip the knives a little better, and I have a more firmer grip. So this one I don't. But these gloves kind of slip a little bit, so I'm holding it up high like this, and I'm cutting down. The only reason I'm doing it because my grip is secure. If I just have my regular grip, then I just rock it like this. And you see me rock it like that, and it's just repetition for me. I get a better handle on it. So, yeah. I'm just gonna do this for now. And like I said, I'm still, I'm not taking away any time, performance, and speed from it because I can still cut it, nice speed. So it's not really stopping anything. I'm just, if you've seen me cut before, you notice like, my cutting techniques and, my trends of how I cut. So, it's a little different today and it's a little slower, but, that's why. So, that's all. Like, it's square today, you have to be a little careful. So, now, when it comes down to these mushrooms, I think I still got one of my other gloves left, so, grab that real quick. And my sister found one for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, all right, so I'm actually, I love my new studio, y'all. Y'all know I love my new studio. If you like my new studio, send me out a hootie hoot. Come on, let me see, shout out. Somebody respond, get on Facebook, I'm getting love. I'm gonna try to send out as much love as I can. So, my producer, when she tell me y'all on here, I'm gonna try to send a shout out to everybody. Say hello, all that good stuff. So it's all good when you show up. I'm gonna mention you and keep this thing kind of, interactive. The more people want to join and more likes and all that, send the likes up there, send the hearts. When you like something, you enjoy it. It's informative to you. Let me know if it's informative to you. Just, make a comment. Say, hey, I didn't know that. Hey, that helped me. Hey, this is informative. Hey, the Southside Jerk works for me. So, how we do it and we're able to help you, this is why we're doing it. We're doing this to help the people. So, we've done this from the kindness of our heart. God has done the rest. And we'll constantly keep moving like that. So now I have a better grip on this handle so I can cut the way I've been cutting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just slicing up these mushrooms. And you can put these mushrooms actually in a food processor if you want to, and you want to dice them up real quick and very fine, you can. Well, I can do it with this knife. Pretty quick, not as fast as a food processor, but give me a little exercise. So I'm trying to stay in shape a little bit, get my arms to work out, get a little bit of my upper body together, since I wasn't working out over the winter like I should have, but slowly but surely, I'm getting back. I didn't get out of shape in one day, so I'm gonna get back in shape in one day. You know what it is. So if anybody know me, y'all know I'm a monster in that gym, so it don't take me long. Might take other people 4-5 months to get results. I'll be in that bad boy 2-3 weeks. You be like, man, you ain't never left. Yeah, that's just my body chemistry. So I've always been like that. So, the muscle memory, it comes back. If you ever had any muscles, you can get out of shape. And that muscle memory, it'll come back to you. So here's some of the sliced mushrooms. I'm gonna slice some more mushrooms because I want the diced mushrooms in there as much as possible because that's some good moisture. And then I showed you all this last time we made the meatloaf. Make sure you all can see it. And just dicing up these mushrooms real quick. That's all. I'm kind of doing them a little thin, one little thin cut on them. So when I really dice them, then I'm coming across them and just make it real easy. Sometimes you come with things, potato chips. That takes time. It takes time. It took me a while to get there. Now, come on. I cut my fingers halfway off in the process too. So you never cut it. Yep. I cut my fingers. I got burns on me almost every other week. I burn myself. It just happened. That's part of the process of being in this kitchen. So if you don't want to burn yourself, you're afraid of cutting yourself and stuff like that, then stay out the kitchen.
Battle scars.
Battle scars, that's right. That's right, baby. Battle scars. I got kitchen battle scars, I got life battle scars, I got street battle scars, but you know what? I'm still you. Yeah. Yep, I'm still standing. So, all right, so we got the majority of this chopped up catamount on it. So I'm just gonna do the rest. I'm cutting full circle. Across, top. Get them on the other side. And that's it. Just slice them up. They don't have to be this thin, but I like them this thin. So, after I saute them and cook them up real good, then you're like, oh man, this will be a real easy fit. So. You should see them breaking down through the cut. So just taking different angles, cutting them. They got a couple long ones on there, so we'll cut those up. And you can do it clockwise, counterclockwise. Come back clockwise. So, So I got them pretty, diced up to where I want. Couple more on these edges. And when I saute them, and that's the key with the mushrooms, you still gotta saute them. You have to saute, put them on the grill, saute them. So I just do it with my peppers. So I'm knocking them all out at the same time. Makes it real easy for me. I'm sauteing up these boys with peppers. I want you to check out, to see how finely I dice these boys up, and that's it. That's a mound of them. You can do it by hand or you can use the food processor. I've been doing this for a minute, so it just worked with me for the hand, And then some people want to see the authentic way of doing it, so I'm doing it so you can see that true authentic way of slicing and dicing. All right, and once again, you got to get good product and equipment. So the better your knives and equipment that you have, the better, cut you're gonna get. See, this is a professional series. It says right there. So you want to get good equipment. Did you see it?
Other side. Oh, I see. We did it at the top.
You see it? Okay, so we're across the top. Yeah. I want y'all to see. So, just good equipment. And no matter what you do in life, and I always say that, my father taught me that, man, at a young age, no matter what you do, you get good equipment to make your life easy for you. My father went to Barber College in between the war. After he got out of the war, actually before he went to the steel mill. He started working for U.S. Steel, and he got to high school. He went to Barber College, and when he got his barber's license, but he had good equipment. So he bought Andes and oysters, cutting shears, and he passed it on to me. That's how long he had it. He went back. This was 1964 that he went to Barber College. And, you know, he's like, boom, let me figure this out. And then he ended up working with steel mill. But I had those clippers, you know, back in 84, 88. Man, I cut my father's clippers throughout high school and college. They lasted long because it was good equipment. You know, same with if you're doing mechanical work and having good, you know, mechanical equipment and tools and ratchets and, you know, and saws and drip. You just got to, you know, buy good equipment, man, and it lasts and works for you. Even if you're doing stuff from a technology standpoint, got to have good computers, got to have good external hard drives and, you know, all of that stuff so you can keep your memory stuff going. So, you know, it's like that and everything. All right, so I'm going to get ready to go over here and pop off. I'm going over here to the stove. So I'm going to go ahead and start sauteing my stuff at the stove. So walk with your boy. Meet me at the stove. All right, so I'm over here at the stove. I'm turning my fire on. I'm gonna hit my fire at kind of like a medium heat. You can see the heat on the fire. So do it at medium heat. And you know me, I'm coming with that olive oil. Bam. And we're gonna saute my vegetables. Oh man, they're looking right. They're looking right. So this is my rice I got over here. It's flaky. Oh, it's just right. And I still got a few more minutes to let this rice like sit so it really get that true consistency I want. And then it's gonna be the rice that go with the rice and gravy. Let me let y'all check that rice out. Check out that rice right there. Rice in that pot. That rice right there.
Right.
Rice right there. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. And I didn't do no minute rice on that, man. I did the old school. That's why I still sit on that sit. I had to do that old school rice. And you know, that old school rice, you know, you gotta you gotta boil that thing for real, on the for real side. So I'm just coming through and let my grease get a little hot, you know, coat my pan a little bit with it. You know, coat my pan. I can tell when your grease get hot because it thinnens out. That's one thing I understand about grease. Grease gonna come out thick. Your olive oil or anything like that, it's gonna be thicker. So you want it to thin it out. So when it thins out, you can just take it across the pan and it just runs. So when you see it run, that's when you know it's getting a nice heat and you can start adding stuff to it. So I'm gonna start with these mushrooms, because like I said, I need a lot of mushrooms to go into this boy. And it's starting to cook a little something. You can hear it. Get it a little scissors, a little bit. And then I'm gonna come with some more mushrooms, green peppers, and red peppers. Nice mix with it. Like I said, once those, you know, those mushrooms saute, man, it's gonna blend with pretty much nothing. I want you to see the process of it. You know, that you're good with it. Understand the process. And like I said, it's starting to cook. And I'm gonna get in here. You know, we'll stir it up a little bit. And we just mix it around a little bit, you know.
Got colors going on there.
Some vibrant colors. Nice little vibrant colors we got popping off all over the place. We got those colors going, and letting it cook. And so you just want to saute it a good 3-4 minutes, or 5, whatever it takes. And you know, you smell those mushrooms, smell real good. And you see how it's condensed, it's gotten smaller. And as you saute it, it's gonna do that. So you're just pushing it more towards the middle. A lot of nice bright colors. And make sure you get your sauces and your rubs for the holidays. You know, the summer barbecue, go to MrBrunchChicago.com and get your rubs, get your sauces, stock on up for the holidays, man. And it's great, man. You can put it on everything. I mean, you look like sweetest meatballs. You got a family function going on. You make them sweetest meatballs, or either kind you get out the bag over at Sam's Club. You can grab those bad boys. You can warm them up in the oven, or you can just put them in a pot and boil them till they get nice and hot. Take it out and, strain the water off of there and throw some of that Southside Jerk sauce on them bad boys. Ooh, you a hit. So same for some wanger wings. You get some little wanger wing, ding dong wanger wings, and get the wanger wings and fry them on up real good. Take them out. Throw you some Southside Jerk sauce on them wanger wings, man. You a hit, man. So making it real easy. I got a lot of people at dinner parties and a lot of different events at the house, and they just told me how Southside Jerk has made their life so easy, and they can look like master chefs. After they finish cooking, they slide over salmon, man. Woo, man, come out something fire. Put the rub on there, I can come on, slide a little of that sauce on there and glaze that thing. Hey, man, I'm telling you, Southside Jerk doing a whole lot of people's lives. So, we just trying to keep everything consistent, keep it functional, and we're making it easy for everybody. Go back over here, check out this saute. Go check out your boy. I'm still in the kitchen. So now you see it. Ooh, it's condensing. Look at it. See right there? Steaming up. I got steam popping up off of that boy. But that's what you want. Right? So right there, this is where we want. And all those mushrooms cook nice. And then, like I said, it's salty and easy because the moisture coming off the pepper is complementing and it's cooking the mushrooms even faster. So you got that combination of peppers and mushrooms sauteing, liquefying, and giving you what you want. And see, look, it's getting small. See, my little mound getting smaller and smaller. And that's what you want. That's why I cut them up. Man, there's a whole lot of mushrooms, man. That's why I cut them up fine like that, because I know when we start cooking, it's going to condense. There it is. Some other mushrooms right there. Come on. Turn that fire. I'm going to turn my fire off. Bam. Just let them go, just like that. But let it go and flow. Right there. And then we're going to come on over here and let's play with the meat. So we're going to put the meat up in here. We're doing a ground turkey. Real easy. You do a pound or two. I gotta see what the house say. House said we do a pound, we're doing 2 pounds. We're doing 2 pounds. So we're doing 2 pounds today. That's what the house said. House said we're doing 2 pounds. We're gonna do 2 pounds of the ground turkey on the meatloaf side. I didn't make the rule. They told me. House said 2 pounds. So we're gonna rock out 2 pounds for it. All right? Why this little thing right here? Just slide in and slide out. This new studio kitchen, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Real talk. I'm really, really loving it. So, what I'm gonna do over here on the side, I got my meat in here, but I'm coming over here and I'm gonna hit you with my haircut. My haircut. Yeah, my haircut. So I'm gonna hit you with a haircut. And panko breadcrumb. half cup panko. Then I'll hit you a half cup of Italian breadcrumb. Oh no. Yeah, this is my panko Italian mix. So I mix Italian and panko together in this one. So you can see, but this one, it got the herbs and spices in it. See them right there, herbs and spices? I got all the herbs and spices in this one. So I mix Italian and panko together on this one. So half a cup on this. Bam, with some flavors. So we'll pop that off with a little flavor. Now, before we pop off from there, we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna check. There we go. Check on that real quick. And then, I want y'all to check that out. That flow, you know, and you can see how it truly condensed. How it truly condensed. And we're able to get all of that stuff off of there. Yeah, buddy. I mean, it's ready to rock and roll. See right there? See right there? Ready to rock and roll. So turn the heat off of it, but it's still warm. You still see smoke coming up off of it, right? Great. So we'll pop that off. Now we over here, and bam. So I got panko for breadcrumbs. I got 1 cup, half and half. So this is what you got to be on top of the game, right? This help makes it moist too. You gotta add milk to it, man. Gotta add milk. So I'm going half cup milk, right? Pour it on in that boy, and we're gonna stir it around. We're gonna take it and we're gonna stir it around in there. And it should expand. I need some more, and I'm doing it at half cut so I don't overdo it. So another half cup. We're gonna stir it around a little bit, and there it is. That's what I want. So whole cup, 2 half cup, kind of got me what I want. And I'm gonna add some more of this panko and Italian breadcrumb mixture to it. I get a real good soak up. There we go. This is how I want it. And I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like, you know, after I finish, so you see what it really looks like soaked up. Because you want that milk to soak up some breadcrumb, but you want the breadcrumbs to puff up. So the one that kind of look like oatmeal. When you get there, you know, you want to kind of look like oatmeal. When they look like oatmeal, then that's when you like, oh yeah, this is ready. This is where it needs to be. See, you want to look like that. Look like oatmeal. So you want to be in there. You see that right there? See that right there? Look like oatmeal. You kind of got that oatmeal texture. You know, that's what you want. Want that oatmeal texture with the panko breadcrumb. And ooh, man, I'm talking about you gonna have some show fire, show enough, moist meatloaf. So we come back. We're gonna set that meat right here. Set that meat on the table. Y'all remember this over here, right? One more showing this right here. I'm about to scooch this up and then put this over here in the meatloaf combination with the meat. So meet me over here at the big boy. And bam, I'm just scooping that in there, just like that. Scooping that boy in there like that. And then I'm coming with these pankos. Looking like oatmeal. Look, spoon it out for you so you can see. So check it out. That spoonful of it. See what I'm saying? Like oatmeal. That's what you want. That milk. Don't allow it to expand like that. Man, I'm gonna pop it off in there like that. And this is something you're gonna do at the house. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're gonna do that thing at the house. So, you know, they're like, oh man, you go to the restroom, and they don't do it. They're not gonna do it like that because there's a time factor. So they gotta try to mass produce as fast as they can, unless they go ahead and it's one of those authentic restaurants where it's, you know, it's one of really authentic mom and pop's place where they really take that time and make stuff from scratch. You know, because that's how this Brunch Chicago Cafe is gonna do it. And we coming. But at the cafe, we hitting you with this stuff like I'm doing on this show. We hitting you with the scratch. So, you know, get ready. Of course, we got the egg, but most importantly, we got to come with that Southside Jerk. Come on with it. We're coming in your face. Southside Jerk, baby. We're coming with the Southside Jerk. I would say a half cup, but I know how to sprinkle it on down the way I like. Look at like that. I know what that is right there.
Sometimes you gotta just sprinkle.
Sometimes you just got to sprinkle them on down. Remember, he was a sprinkle me down. Sprinkle me down. Yeah, sprinkle them down sometimes. And then I'm popping them with 2 eggs. One more for the good foot. I love my slide drawer. Got it special. And now, you know, I'm about to put my fingers on it. You hear, buddy? I'm about to put my fingers on it. Thank you, producer. But first of all, we're gonna have a cool drink.
Refresh break.
Ooh, very refreshing. It helps to quench my thirst off. So, we're gonna get the elevation going on. I don't need that no more. That'll just slide in. And man, when we put these gloves on, I'm about to put my fingers on it. You want to get in there and put your fingers on it, you know, but you want to do it right. So you got your gloves, especially when you're trying to feed other people and all that. You know, if I'm at the house and it's me and the missus, you know, I can put my fingers on, you know, without the glove. She all right with it. I'm all right with her putting her fingers on it without the gloves too. Gonna put a couple lights up there if y'all know what I'm talking about. Go on, hit me with the lights if you know what I'm talking about. Like anybody chime in yet? Baby, can you see them? Can you see the peoples?
Yes, I can. No comments.
You can see the peoples?
Yes, I see.
All right, let me see. Tell me all chime in so I can say hello to them.
No comments just yet.
Ain't no comment. You see the people that chime in? Can't see them?
I can't.
Can't see the people? Oh, can't see the people. Somebody say something, put a heart up. Say who the who. What up, cuz? And I'm putting my fingers on this here, bro. Woo, woo. I'm telling you, I'm putting my fingers on it. I'm putting my fingers on this thing right here. It's getting fighterized. And I'm mixing that thing up. Y'all see I'm mixing that thing up right there? And you want to get in there. You want to touch it. You want to feel it. You know, I'm talking to some, I got some young boys I'm mentoring in the kitchen right now. And this is on commercial level. You know, it's professional commercial level. Well, I just tell them sometimes, man, you got to get in there and put your fingers on it. We're just talking about frying chicken. I'm like, come on, man, you got to get in there with that flour and that chicken. Put the fingers on there. Put the fingers on that chicken. And you got to put that flour around that chicken, man. You got to coat it real nice so it come out nice and crispy. Get you a nice coating of chicken or fish, whatever you cooking, you know. But, you know, so folks be scared to touch the meat. Like, man, it ain't going to bite you now. That meat dead. So I ain't coming back to get you. So you might as well go ahead and fill on it the way you want to fill on it and make it right. Ooh, man, that meatloaf right here. I'm telling you, it's going to be something special right here. That thing is ready. You smell the Southside Jerk just popping off all over this thing. That's all you, I mean, I'm telling you, man, you smell it. The spices of Southside Jerk is in this thing. It is right. And that's all you had to do. Come up with that. And I'm telling you, man, you know, it making people's life real easy. You got ribs, you got pork chop, whatever. You want to grill some pork chop. You want to sear it over the stove, whatever, man. You throw that Southside Jerk on there. And boy, I'm talking about a couple minutes. You got a meal that's showing up, showing up. All right, so we about to loaf this thing up. So I got to find my loafer. I got my loafer right. There's my loafer right here. And it's just a regular pan, man. I'm going to loaf this thing in the pan real quick. And matter of fact, before I do it, let me give me some a pan oil, a cooking spray. So, and it ain't got to be pan. Look at cooking spray. Aldi got one of the best ones out there, man. You go Aldi and then Costco. All the Costco got brand and all of that. And they ain't no cooking spray. So, spray up real good with some cooking spray. Pan it on up, whatever. And then, so you saw how to work that glove? You saw how I work that glove, right? So I had that glove on the meat, and then I took that glove off, sprayed with that pan, and I cross camera mixed. And then I came back over here, read it up with a good hand. And you know what? Bring me down some more. Bring me some more Southside Jerk. Because Southside Jerk can't hurt you. It's so good for you, it don't even hurt you. Let me just add a little bit more. Scooch it up a little bit more, that's all. Just scooch it up. Ooh, woo, this thing. Boy, if you can smell the flavor that's popping off up in his thing right here, I'm telling you, y'all, you smell them flavors popping off right now up in this kitchen. It might be a karate gang fight up in here. I ain't gonna lie. Flavors kicking all over the place. Wu-Tang versus Shaolin versus the Bruce Lee School of Kung Fu. Popping. Shake it on down. Shake it on down with your bad self. Shake it on down. And man, this is it right here. I mean, you getting all that up in here, all that, I'm getting all them spices and juices, all that meatloaf specialty, got all that in there. Now you just mold your loaf. That's it. You're gonna mold your loaf. So, not that big of a pan. Just push it. And I push mine in, get the whole pan going, and then tuck my ends up so I can loaf it. Tuck my ends up on this side. Tuck my ends on this side. Tuck them up. And like I say, you can loaf it however you want. You want like a loaf of bread, you loaf it. It's meatloaf. So you loaf it how you want to loaf it. Straight down there. And got this side loafed the way I want. And I'll turn it on over.
You said loaf it. He said loaf it.
Loaf it.
No.
Loaf it. I'm going to be getting teased because my vernacular, you know, it's countrified. So I don't know what y'all think changed between today and yesterday. I loafed it. You loafed it. So it's a meatloaf. You loaf it the way you want to loaf a meatloaf. So, and that's all I'm doing. So I get my separations over here. I got my degrees of separation. Even over here. Even in the middle. And there you go. You bring it to you how you want. And you can go two sides at the same time. All you doing is meatloaf. So it ain't nothing but a gel mold, and you mold it how you want. You can bring the ends down. See how I just brought that in to me real quick and brought that in to me. There you go. You form it the way you want. You make it large in the middle, bring it down with a small shape end. You want to put that end in, something like that. Take your hands and angle it diamond-like. And There you go there. And then you come over here on this end and you diamond it in the back, sun rooftop, digging and singing with a gang of me. Ooh, ooh. Come on, man, I'm out there to jam right there. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac. Come on, y'all know how the song go. Woo! The mama them used to play them to clean up. Gangsta white walls, TV antenna in the back. You may not have a car at all. I'm feeling this, man. I'm back at home with mama now. But remember, brothers and sisters, woo, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. That's the name of the song. You didn't know that's the name of the song. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac down in the back, sun rooftop, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Ooh, ooh. That's it, baby. But be thankful for what you got is the name of the song. And there it is. So you don't load that thing. You done got a nice little low shape on there. And now we're gonna throw the thing on over here in the oven. So now we're using, I'm gonna go ahead and say the name of the appliance right. Because I made my own name for it. But we're going to put it in the Electrolux microwave convection oven bake extraordinaire multifaceted unit. But I call it the super duper. Well, come on over here, John. Y'all see your boy?
Yep.
Okay.
Put you right.
Yeah, my fingers out the other way. Okay. We're gonna put it in this Electrolux, and we're gonna hit it on convection up on this at a 375, and we're gonna rock this for 15 minutes. And there you go. So we're baking this in here, and the meatloaf is baking in there. We're gonna pull out this rice, sit on this rice, and then I'm gonna start working on this gravy and everything else. Boom, watch your boy. Come on, meet me over here. Yeah, buddy. So all them spices and stuff I had going on, the mushrooms and stuff, watch your boy. Watch your boy. That's the fire there, right? About to go medium on that fire. I'm about to set this thing back off again. So we coming, not with the olive oil this time, because I'm making this gravy. So by the time my meatloaf come out, and that's done and hot and piping and delicious looking, we're gonna have this gravy ready to jump on the board. So I'm cool with this residue here to make this gravy because, man.
What's that residue?
And the residue is from the mushrooms and the green peppers and all that I sauteed. So I'm using that residue, still gonna give me some flavors. So I want the flavors from that, we're popping off in here, to go off in my gravies. But I got the Southside Jerk, we're gonna use that flavors right there too. But I wanna go ahead and have a little residue of that and give me some other natural flavors. People didn't understand what I was saying. I said natural, I mean natural, natural flavor, but I said natural, that's what I said. That's what I said. Because I got to correct me in my studio posse over here. I'm just saying. So, switch it around. We're going to switch around, and I love it because I don't have no delay like I did before. Remember last week when we had all that delay and the buffering and all that stuff? Remember that stuff from last week? We don't fix it. I told you, I said, I'm going to go and get this Wi-Fi thing over here. We're going to get boom, 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 and high speed. We on it. So, it took a little time, with the new studio. So it took a little time to get things right. But as you know, I'm always making improvements, man. Like I said, y'all saw me and you see them old videos come up. We started last year in the kitchen at the whole studio. And that phone was, I had that phone literally, the phone was leaning up on a pop can. They didn't have no phone stand. It was just leaning up against a pop can on the counter. And all you saw was my stomach over here cooking all them delicious meals. Woo. But hey, that's what it's all about, advancement, man. All about advancing. So you see people, they want to stay where they at, man. They want to make advancement, then you just leave them where they at. But as you can see, the guy, Mr. Brunch Chicago, is always making moves for the better. I'm always advancing. You ain't gonna never see me nowhere for 10 and 20 years trying to, man, I gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? Because only constant life is change. So I'm gonna change. Because people won't change, but I'm good. You ain't gotta change. I'm just gonna move on without you. So I one of my little favorite songs off Brandon's first album, Moving On. That was my thing. That was one of my jams. So I'm gonna pop this thing off, put this flour in here. And we're gonna make the thing from scratch right here with, just flour and grease. Flour and grease. That's it. We're gonna make the thing happen with the flour and grease. Stir that thing up. You see the little brown part, that's part of that mushrooms and green peppers and stuff. And, still a little bit of that flavor from what we used previously, which I love. Add a little more flour. So pretty much 2 tablespoons is what I use for this. Hopefully that should be enough for what we're doing here. All right. Slide these with this. What I need. This is kind of the consistency that I want. So 2 tablespoons did it. So when it kind of get a little thick like this is how I want it. So now when I add my water, it's gonna thicken. I'm gonna let it just cook a little more. A little brown for me. There we go. Just let it brown a little more for me. That's all. But I can still smell some of the previous season from the green peppers and the onions, and you see how I'm just swishing it around right now and just letting that kind of turn into like a paste. That's what you want, like a nice little pasty, mixture. And it's browning for me. You see it's getting darker. There we go. I just got it cooking and getting a little darker. And then I just come with my water. And I can use a squeeze bottle. You can use a cup or measuring cup if you want. And you pour it in as much as you want. And you just mix it all together. Then it's starting to gravy rise. I'm getting thick. There we go. So, yeah, starting to make that gravy. There's ain't nothing but good homemade gravies. You know, I like to make some homemade gravies. You know me, I can go more than one spray bottle. I got a couple spray bottles. I'm do my thing. Do my thing.
I have these as well.
I got some spray bottles. And you know, I like that because it allows me to control how much I'm putting in. The cup sometimes I might pour too much, but on squirt bottles I can just look and kind of see what, you know, how much I'm controlling, how much I'm using. You know, I'm taking the ends and bringing them to the middle, you know, and thickening it up. See? Get a nice little thick consistency with my gravies. And you know, I'll throw the flavors on there. Southside Jerk. See that right there? That's where the flavors come in. I make a Southside Jerk gravy on the meatloaf. So now the meatloaf has the flavor. The gravy has the flavors. And we mixing that thing up right there, boy. Look at that. You see them seasons and them flavors just popping on up in that bad boy. It's coming over here like it's the internet 500. We come around the turn, and the flavors is stirring it up. I'm doing like Pally Bell. Stirring that thing up right now. Look at the flavors. Getting that gravy, woo, you can smell it too.
Smells good.
You smell the flavor. Smell good, smell delicious. Smell mighty delicious up in here, I tell you that. And I ain't got to worry about the meatloaf because it's on a timer and it's cooking at the temperature I want to cook at. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about overdoing it. I got that 15-minute express going on that meatloaf. Y'all don't see me make this thing from homegrown scratch-a-thon. It is right there. Ooh, so now I'm going to turn the thing down. So I'm going to the simmer side. Right there. Now I got on simmer side, and man, look at here. That gravy is ready. Ooh. Add some more water to that. Look at that. So I'm going to be able to sauce that meatloaf with this gravy. Then I got the rice over here. I'm going to put all that together. Ooh, man, y'all talking about there's going to be some good eating up in here. Meatloaf, rice and gravy with some steamed vegetables. You can't get in trouble eating like that. You can't, you know, you get yourself a good little representation on some stuff, so you can't really get in trouble like that. Yeah, buddy. So show them some of that back love on that. Man, look at that thing is still bubbling and cooking just the way you want it to bubble and cook. Yeah, so we're going to knock that out. Come on back with it. And just let it cook. That's it. See, it's just steaming right there. We got steam and bubble and steam, and it's gravy. So I got that thing on a simmer, slow simmer. Look at this. That's just the consistency of that gravy. See that right there? What you want? That gravy. Nice gravy. Gravy probably my favorite. Ooh, that gravy right too. Oh, that gravy got Southside Jerk on it tonight. Like the midnight special. That gravy is right. And man, whoo, you talking about the flavors on that thing now. So, yeah, so we got this going right here. That gravy express is going. We keep that gravy express going. Keep working with all the top gravy stuff we got going on with it. You know, make that easy. And then, like I said again, we let that just simmer. Take care of itself. You just go over it. If the consistency is what you like, that's cool. You need to add more, you need to add more. We'll be on the meatloaf side, get ready to get that together. Shoot back over to camera one. So while we had the meatloaf simmering, and with the gravy simmering, we got the meatloaf in the oven. That's about to pop off. Then as soon as that's done, I'm gonna steam these vegetables. And I'm just using real quick, easy, steamer bag. You get them steamer bags from Jewel's. You get them from a whole bunch of different restaurants. So get your steamer bags, and you can go ahead and steam your vegetables. Take no more than a minute or so. Oh no, probably about 6-7 minutes top. I put mine on 7 minutes. Let it go ahead and cook for 7 minutes for me in the steamer bag on the microwave side. And you just leave the bag in there, steam them out. Got some good fresh vegetables, throw a little seasons on there, a little butter, whatever. Bam. We're talking about quick, easy meals. We make meatloaf from scratch over here on dinner at 45. Back over here, we're going to check on our gravies. Add a little bit more waters to it. Keep stirring it up. The flavors are in there. I already tasted, so the flavors of Southside Jerk is popping in it. So I'm kind of getting close to it, to the end, and then I'm gonna add this little gravy mix. It's a brownie, it's a gravy brownie. So I'm gonna add this little gravy brownie to it. No more than about a teaspoon. You don't add too much to it. So, there you go. It's not even a full tablespoon, but a little teaspoon mix. And then what you want to do is switch it around. It's going to brown that gravy. So it's going to give it a little color, make it a little darker, and it has a season to it as well. But we Southside Jerk up in this thing, you know what I'm saying? So we got enough seasons in it. Just going to give it a little more darker color. And some people use this to help them, to make the gravy. You can get this far, and if you don't really have a season, you can use this mix. It'll give you the color, and it'll give you some flavor you want. And kitchen bacon, that was it is gravy. Can you see it? Can you see it right there? Yeah, you get that from the stove. And they got a whole bunch of little gravy mix, gravy starter kits and all that stuff. And you can use that if you ain't no good gravy maker. You can use that and pop off the gravies, And it's really helpful, when you're making the gravies and you got all that stuff going on. It helps you, make the gravies and stuff you need.
Looks like gravy.
And it look like gravy. So
nice and brown. We got a good consistency there.
Good consistency. I heard what that is. Good consistency. That's the word right there.
And it smells delicious. just right for that meatloaf. It sounds like it might be close to ready.
So the meatloaf is just about ready.
Okay.
You know how I get out. I'm gonna put about another 5 minutes on that meatloaf. Just just get it right there where I really want it. And that oven's hot, so it takes that convection oven about 3 minutes to really get hot to where it's cooking like it should. So I usually, add 3 minutes to it, which I didn't this time, but you can add 3 minutes to it. So I went ahead and add another 5 minutes to it. That gravy is nice and brown. Gravy makes me style out. A little bit more. There you go. I'm gonna add some more water. That's why I'm adding a little bit more to 3,000 gravy. I'm gonna switch it around.
Some color.
Add a little darkness to it. Add a little brownie. Make it real brown, look like nice deep tone, gravy colors. Add water to it. Give me more gravy. Cause this gravy gonna stop. I'm gonna stop this boy up on some rice right here. So I'm gonna just right, just the way I like it. There we go. Now you see I still mixing. I got that fire. If you got simmer on your stove, on your oven range, this is the simmer mode. So it's keeping it hot. It's not cooking it, but it's keeping it hot enough to where you can add water and consistency to it and it'll build up. And you see how it's brown now? That's like perfect gravy brown that I want. I want that perfect gravy brown, just like that. See? Just like that. And in 5 minutes, I got that. There you go. Yeah. In 5 minutes, I got the meatloaf coming out there. Boy, you talking about something good. So, get ready on that one. And so, come out to your boy back on camera one with a cool out drink. We got the graves going over here. Him and Gravy put us all together. Put all my shots together. Bam! It's me, it's Graves, and then you got the meatloaf over there cooking. We all over here in the same picture together. Here you go, it's your boy. We got the Graves, me. We got the Graves over there. We got the meatloaf cooking. We all in the kitchen doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna come out. It's gonna be nice and right. I got that rice ready for you. The rice right there. Check that out. That's that rice right there, boy. That rice right there. Brown rice there. Uncle Ben. No, ain't really white rice. Uncle Ben though. Uncle Ben. So, but Uncle Ben, right? That's good stuff right there. I do Uncle Ben. And then Uncle Ben got the 5-minute rice, and minute rice. So Uncle Ben got his own version of the minute rice, quick rice. But this is a traditional Uncle Ben rice that I use. You got to cook for about a half hour, minimum, half hour cooking. So didn't look like somebody else commented on the thing. I hope you did. Let's send comments in. We can't see it right now. I don't know what it is, but I will comment on everything after the show. So I'm cooking now. I'm trying to send the shout outs out, but I am, and don't take it personal if I ain't shout out your name because I really can't see you on this streaming device. So when I did it on the portal, I could see, the comments and the people come in. It was a little bit of a delay, but I was able to see it. But on this, I can't see it, so it's all good. We rocking with what we rocking with, so it's your guy. And like I said, we got better reception, and You know, cameras ain't cutting off all over the place like it did last week and buffering, and I'm over here like Minute Man and all that. So, you know, we're doing the thing right. So I'm gonna go over here and follow me as I go check on this meatloaf. Bam! As soon as I get over here, bam, meatloaf in it. So it's off. Whoo! That thing looking right, boy. I'll tell you that. It is looking right. So I'm gonna grab my mitts and I'm gonna get the meatloaf up out of here. It's hot. I'll tell you that. It's showing up hot. So you come back over, y'all with me? Is you with me? Okay. Is you with me? And, you know. I'm gonna let it brown a little bit more. But you can see it. That's it right there. That's it right there. So when I take it over here, I'll let y'all see. That's it right there. On camera one. That's it right there. See, that's it. That's it right there. And then I'm gonna slide that gravy on top of it. But because I made it Southside Jerk, and it gives you a lot of flexibility on how you want to do it and what you can do with it. So I'm still up here. I gotta get one of my big boys. Big boy spatulas. All right, over here on the side. I'm over here in the corner. So give him a big boy spatula. I got the gravies over here. See what I'm saying? The gravy is smoking off and it's doing its thing. So I'm gonna pop this boy back in the oven to give me that 5 minute on a roasted toasted side. I'm gonna roast the top of it because I gotta do my vegetables. Well, I'm gonna talk. I gotta do my vegetables. Can't do my vegetables in the same oven as this. So doing my vegetables. This right here, you can get some of these steamable vegetables right here. This is say Kroger right here. You get up Kroger, I got food for that. But the Kroger right here, you throw those in there about 7-8 minutes. Boom, you ready to go. I'm going. Me over here, this camera too. Y'all see me over here? Okay, so I'm over here. The oven's still hot. It's like hot tomato, right? But I come on over here. Bam, I hit it. And then, bam, 7 minutes. I hit number 7. Boom. It's microwave for 7 minutes. So we're going to knock that out. I got that microwave for 7 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut up on this meatloaf and then get ready to plate it and throw this hot gravy on there with the rice and that. Woo, woo. Come on, we go with another camera. Camera one. Camera one. Home team. About to cut this boy up.
Smells delicious.
It does.
Smell those mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
and those spices.
The spices, the mushrooms, all popping off on there.
Yes.
I might put this boy back in here like I said, for a little longer. So use this new convection and temperature on that one, and it's hot as this one right here. This is the oven. I don't want to heat this bad boy up and blow up the house. It's hot. Once this come out the microwave, I'm gonna throw this boy back in here for another 10. I'm gonna turn that temperature up. So this is what I love about this is because you got a nice temperature gauge on it, and you can turn it up, and you got that roast bake, the whole thing on there, which makes this thing so easy for me. I'm about to come over here and go over here and check on these mixed vegetables. Got my bowl for them over here. So I'm gonna take those out, put them in this bowl. Once they done, still got some time on it, still about 4 minutes on there. So I want to do that anyway. And then like I say, when you got it stir, still simmer. You still want to come over here and stir that gravy up a little bit. You want that gravy to, and that's why I say I got that gravy on simmer. So still stir it up a little bit under there. Add some waters to it if you want to. I always add waters.
So that's that low heat.
Keep it light, very low simmer heat. I mean, you don't even want on low, you want on simmer. The lowest actual temperature that you can actually use on your oven top range. So you want to use very low heat.
You need that good consistency.
Very nice consistency. You see how it should flow. See the consistency on it? See how it should flow right there on that gravy? See how that gravy flow? That gravy is flowing like no other. And that's it. I'm just able to take it over there and do some nice hot stuff with it. Put up some of this other stuff. Making it easy peasy. And it's something, like I say, you can make in the house. It don't take a lot of time to do it.
Stretch.
You do it within your own time frame, knocking it out.
And you can stretch it.
You can stretch it. You can come back and just take some Southside Jerk, throw it on top of the meatloaf, call it a day. Or you want to pop it with the gravy. So what I'm going to do, I'm come over here with the meatloaf. I'm going to pop this gravy on top. And I go back and I cook it some more. Then I'll lock it in. So I can see them. Take this gravy and just douse this bad boy. Take the gravy, douse it. Can you see it? So that's the gravy. Can you see it now? And we're gonna, that gravy is all over that boy. Just like that. The gravy is all over that boy, just like that. Throw that bad boy in the oven for a little more. And it's saturated to the bone. That gravy is saturated to the bone. Full cover with the gravies. There it is right there with the gravies. I'm gonna throw that gravies in the oven, that meatloaf with the gravies. I'm gonna throw that bad boy in there. Another 10. Let it cook real good and strong. Then it's gonna come out. We're gonna seal it, lock in all the juices, all the flavors. That hot gravy is making an even hotter seal when it cooks. Hot gravy is cooking down in the meat, and the hot gravies I'm gonna get the gravy for you right. This hot gravy is on the meat. It's done. You got a double bear of locked in cooking sealness. When the gravy is just locking it in and it's cooking, and the heat from the convection oven is popping off and it's cooking and got it going in the hot gravies. And man, this thing gonna be delicious. We got these vegetables, they puffed up to the puff. We're gonna take them out. Oh, I missed a spot. I got some gravy. A spot that ain't got no gravies on. Hold on.
You got a cone.
Got a corner right here. There it is. Gravy's got to cover everything. I mean, this gravy ought to change you, man. That thing is delicious. This gravy is delicious. I'm telling you. I mean, it make you lick your fingers.
We see you.
Going back in there on the convection. Convection the other side. Before 25. You get it 10 minutes. Bam. When it come out, hot gravies banging out. Hot gravies banging out on the meatloaf. Throw that rice over there. I got the vegetables over there. Cool it off. They've been steamed up already. They cool it off. We're going to plate this thing. We come with hot vegetables. Wait, I already used that. We're going to hot vegetables. That rice. We're going to throw that meatloaf and gravy on top of there. And that's a meal. Then at 45, make it how you want. And I did it 375. You might want to do a 425. You do 450 if you want to do it fast. If you want to do it for 25 minutes, a half hour, I advise maybe a 425 heat. It'll go ahead and knock it out a lot quicker. So, but it's 2 pounds is more than I would do for one. So I intended on doing 1 pound, but I ended up doing 2. So we're doing 2, I got to do it twice as long. Or turn up the heat a little higher and then still do it a little longer. So it's all good, but this is us. This is what we're doing, And I can tell you, it'll be a work in progress. It's Brunch Chicago. I don't have all the answers, but man, we'll figure it out. That's what we do. We've been figuring it out for over a year. So this is what we're doing, So, get those recipes, man. This is the show. You can, go back and you can watch these shows over and over again. Tell me, go to the YouTube channel. All of these shows on the YouTube channel. You go to Mr. Brunch Chicago YouTube channel. Subscribe. You can go through all the episodes in order. Boom, 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 boom. All the episodes are in order. From the first one on out. Boom, 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 boom. Going down, check out the episodes, do what you have to do. I know music companies been taking some of my videos and they've been muting them, from last year or whatever, because I had music or whatever. I'm redoing those episodes. I think there's one of the episodes that I had to redo here. I think I had music on it, but I'm redoing those episodes. I'm gonna redo my burger episode. I'm redoing Piece of Madness. I'm redoing a whole lot. My crab. I'm redoing all of those episodes that they confiscated because I was playing their music in the background to do. But we really listen to their music. We will listen to the information and how to prepare these meals and stuff and the instructions. So we're gonna redo those. We're gonna catch everybody up. So now we have a true, a true consistent library of, meals, things that have been created that people can pass on from generations to generations down. You show your grandkids, your great-grandkids, show your kids, send to your kids in college, send to your wife, send to your cousin, niece, whoever. Send these videos out, man, and just showing and helping people. It was a blessing to me because about 2 weeks ago, I was meeting with an artist, and she's a singer, and she and her husband were like, man, you look familiar. I know you from somewhere. I'm like, well, I do a cooking show. I knew it. And the wife was like, I knew it. That's you. You be cooking your butt off, man. And I know that's you. I know that was you. And, just through conversation. So you never know who you touch. You're like, I was sitting back to my daughter in college, and she rock started out of her room and like, well, you give me this recipe for this food is off the chain. So, it does me well and justice. I'm like, man, it blessed me knowing that, we have this type of impact on people, throughout the world. So, and we just want to continue doing the same thing. Blessing folks. Like I said, get ready for Mr. Brunch Chicago Cafe because You know, I speak those things that be not as though they were. And I spoke this new studio and experience. We spoke this to existence last year. And now we're here. You know, we're here. And I'm a faith man. All I believe is I believe in God's word and his promises. And for all the promises of God is yes and amen. So that's like, yeah, you're going to get it. And amen means so be it. It's locked and it's etched in stone. So that's all I can do is just continue to be that faith man, believe in God. And as people, you know, walk along this road with me and this journey with me, I want to bless you, you know, by my efforts, by what I do, not by what I say, but by how I move. And you can't touch all. Some people stand next to you and, you know, they don't see the God in you because they see the man in you. And you got to understand, you know, the word always teaches, touch not my anointing, do my prophet no harm. And if you see that a person has the anointing of God on them and how they move and how they manifest and work things, then you can't take them lightly because God will bless them in front of you and he'll curse you for not accepting and acknowledge who that person is, especially if you ever come against it. And that's why, you know, I don't have to fight. I want to fight because I'm a fighter. I'm from these streets, man, and I get out with you. And I got some of the best hands out here. You know what I'm saying? I got some of the best hands up out here. Southpaw or straight up, either way, I got them hands. But I got to step back and say, man, I got to let God fight. You know what I'm saying? Because no weapon against me should prosper. And I got to know that. He didn't say that it wouldn't be formed against me. He just said it ain't going to amount to nothing. So I got to know that because I want to fight sometime. But because that's who I am by nature. I'm like David. I'm a fighter. But I got to let God fight these battles. And it's difficult at times. But I learned when I step back and I let him fight it, he gets the victory. He gets the glory. And I get blessed. And the people around me get blessed. So, you know, and I'm just some advice. This is a great way to operate, and this is how I've been operating, and this is it. You know, don't worry about naysayers. What people say, talk is cheap. And trust me, all that talk that come out of there, and it goes into the universe, it's coming back on them. All you got to do is just do what God instructed you to do. He's going to allow you to shine like the bright star that you are. And you are a star. So remember that. If I'm encouraging somebody right now, that's what I'm here to do. I need to encourage somebody, I'm encouraging you. Because I'm just letting you see. You know, right now, this is God's testimony. I'm his vessel. So it might have been a whole lot of negative things said about me, but a lot of things that, you know, I haven't been successful in. I failed in a lot of areas, but with every failure works to success. Because when I play sports, I went to practice every day. And practice is a series of failures to get you to a point to where you succeed. So you have to fail sometime. When babies fall before they crawl. They have to because they learn from the mistakes of their failures when they failed before. But once they get up and start walking, they got it, and they don't tend to fall that often. So, you know, this is the same thing with us in life. So if you got to take a step back to make two forward, don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid of it. Don't cry about it. You ain't got to jump off no building. You ain't got to try to commit suicide, take any pills. Man, listen, it's just a testing period for you. And a lot of time when God tests us, he's testing us and taking us through to get people away from us. It's a lot of people that's latching on and holding on to you right now that God don't even want around you because they don't mean you no good and you can't grow with them. Just like weeds. We got to cut weeds off at the root because if you don't cut it off by the root, you cut the top off, they're going to come back even stronger and faster. And it's choking the life out of anything that's around it that's trying to be prosperous and grow. And you can't prosper and grow with weeds around you because their job is to strangle you out and kill you and stop you from growing. So now, you know, you got to remove yourself, resoil yourself, uproot yourself. And a lot of times God knows you won't do it. So he has to put you in a strenuous pressure point situation and compound that pressure on you to where you have to move on to somewhere else. And then you're going to a fertile land a fertile ground. He's taking you off a stony ground with rocks and gravel and all of those things where it was hard to grow anyway, and putting you in a prosperous, very rich and vibrant, rich soil ground where you can grow and flourish and prosper greatly. And you have to you gotta open yourself up for that. You have to receive that. You have to know, hey, I'm going through now, but I know, yea, though I walk through the shadows of the valley of death, I shall fear no evil. One thing about walking in a shadow, if there's ever a shadow and you walking through it, you got to understand there's light on the other end. So keep walking through it. You got to walk through it to get to the light. Because if I'm on this side of the mountain and it's casting a shadow, on the other side, it's sunny and bright. But I just got to get to the other side. So press on, man. And I know I had to be a blessing to somebody and come and preach to y'all today, but God told me to do something, and I'm being humble, and I'm being obedient, and I'm doing it. And I'm just showing you, man, as a vessel of his, bro. This is a living testimony. He'll do it for you. So, hey, this is where we at. Somebody needed that today, and it's given to you right at the proper time. This oven just went off. So, that's all God's time. I'm done talking, and the oven goes off. So let's go ahead and get this thing, man. Woo! Well, that thing hot. So let's go ahead and put all this thing together, man. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. We got the nice hot steamed vegetables over here. I got my vegetable spoon right here. Rinse that off. Rinse all that. Raise your mix. Saute express. See that the vegetable right there? I'm gonna give you a scoop of some butter. Ain't real butter. I can't believe it ain't butter. I know that's what I use. I don't use the real deal Holyfield. But I do use it. I can't believe it's not butter. Now cholesterol. Now that's butter. We're always concerned about cholesterol and just trying to eat healthy. Trying to do it healthy. So I can't believe it's not butter. Super tub. Staying away from all that. We're staying away from all that salt. So I got my veggie blend. So it's in this basil bottle of veggie blend. So this is coming soon. All of these rub come soon. I make rub for everything, man. No sodium, gotta get that salt out. So I can't believe it's not butter. I got my veggie blend. I sprinkle my veggie blend down over here. Let me show y'all. Right there. You see them herbs and spices and all that stuff in that veggie blend right there? They're real good, real herb spices in there. And we mixing it because it's already warm. And we're mixing the butter and the veggie blend all together with these vegetables. Ooh, you smell that? And the popping. I know that's popping right there. That's all the popping. That's popping right there. Broccoli. So broccoli, cauliflower mix. And man, look at here. The veggie blend is so perfect for the vegetables. I'm telling you that. That's why I made the veggie blend. I created this myself at the house. That's how we eat, man. And I have to be conscientious. If mama get ready to come home, and when mama come home, I'm be cooking these meals for mama every day. And it's the only way she can do it. I had to do this for my mama, but she had a stroke, And I was there making sure she ate right every day, man. I did what I had to do. I made that sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And making that sacrifice for someone else. I spent a year. Took a year out of my life to, get my mama life right. And God blessed me in the midst of that because I was willing to sacrifice. Some people ain't really sacrifice for their own mom and dad. They ain't really sacrifice for their own kids. But, that's different people. I'm a person that made that sacrifice, and I know what it is to do it. So, you know, it is what it is from that point. Especially with me, so. I ain't got all really good. The gravy over there. Real quick. Yep, I'm playing all these days. So, I'm gonna start plating this thing. You have a rice, nice and flaky. I want y'all to see this too. I'm gonna cook this thing the old conventional way. Uncle Ben, look at that rice right there. Boy. See that right there? See the rice right there? Look at that. Look at that rice. Look at that rice. Look at that rice. Shake it off. Shaking that rice off. Shake it off. See that fluffy that rice here. See the fluffiness of that rice. The rice nice and fluffy. Fluffy rice. Now, put that rice over here. Making a nice little bed of rice. So, I got my nice bed of rice. Come over here again, and I'm gonna pop my vegetables on the side right here. I mean, smelling like over here. Boy, I tell you, that wasn't a little thing, boy. I don't want to get up in this thing and do it. Now, cut up on the meatloaf some already. All right. But can y'all see it now? So, meatloaf, gravy cook down up in there. And meatloaf, boy, look at it. Got one right there. One here. Meatloaf right there. Get on my finger. Get up on my finger. Get that there. And put the heat on. Put the heat back on. Liquefy it. Use some of that gravy off that heat up off that gravy. The heat back on that gravy, get it hot, and then I'll put some more gravy on top of that meat. Man, that meat, ooh, showing up looking like. Stir that thing up in there, and get nice and hot. Here it comes. And the heat hit it, let it expand like I want it to. There it is. It's getting thicker now. I'll throw the rest of that on there. Meatloaf, the gravies, all the nice spices and everything up in that bad boy popping off. coming. Here he coming. Oh, he coming. Here he coming. And you got it coming. If you have it coming together like that, let the heat popping off on it. You know, smooth and gel and come back together. There it is. I see it. Oh, the heat pocket. Heat pocket popping off. Let it see. There's bubbling. You see the bubbling, bubbling? Can you see it bubbling? You see the bubbles here?
Yes.
You see it bubbling? It's bubbling right there. That's the heat. The heat pumping it off. Look at it. Push it on down there. Push it together. Push it on down. And it's bubbling right there. So when it's bubbling, you got the heat on there, and then now switch that boy around. Ooh. Now turn the heat all around now. I'm mixing that heat up real nice. You know. There you go. There you go. Turn that heat down. Let me get more. Hold on. Hit this boy right here. I'm going to go on top of it. I'm getting it on the rice too right there. Getting it on the rice. Gravy. Southside Jerk. Meatloaf. Ooh, ooh. Boy, that thing right there. Let me tell you right there. That thing right there. Tell me I ain't did that thing when I did.
You did it.
Tell me I ain't did that thing when I did. Look at that. Smoking hot. Gravies. Meatloaf. That's a rice underneath. You got rice. Look at the rice. That rice right there. Meatloaf on top of the rice with the gravy. Mixed vegetables. Ooh, man, look at that right there. Mixed vegetables right there with the meatloaf. Look at that side like that. Look at that right there. On the vegetable side, you see it right there. Then look at that meatloaf side. The meatloaf side and the vegetable. See that right there? That right there. And look, there's a side view of both of them. It's 50-50. That's 50-50 right there. Hey, man. It's Mr. Brunch Chicago. Dinner at 45. Might want a little longer than 45, but you know what it is. We in here cooking, real time, making it happen. Check me out on the showcase. Want to have a little bit of this with the rice. Oh, man, that right there. Nice and moist. Vegetable.
Nice and crunchy.
Vegetable, nice and thin. I ain't wilted. See, a lot of people don't know how vegetables supposed to be. Good vegetables supposed to be nice and crispy. It ain't supposed to be wilted unless you can eat it through a straw. That right there. A meatloaf right there. Boy, look at that. Them gravy with the Southside Jerk. This is Southside Jerk with the meatloaf, rice, and gravy. If the restaurant want to get this on your menu, email us, mrbrunchchicago@gmail.com, and we can set up a concept for you where you can have Mr. Brunch Chicago products in your restaurant and your cooking establishment, or we can put them, in your stores and all that as well. But contact us, and definitely contact us for catering. I got a lot of catering events coming up. Woo! In the next couple of weeks, and look here. Need catering with Mr. Brunch Chicago? Go to our website, or you can go to our website, mrbrunchchicago.com, or you can email us at mrbrunchchicago@gmail.com. Either way. So, you need us in your business to help spice up that menu and give you some fire. We can email us, take you to a whole list of all the different products you can make Mr. Brunch Chicago sauces and rubs. Need catering? Let us know. Bam. You want our sauce and rub? You want our special items on your catering menu? We can do that. Anything else you want? Because, you know, I knock a brunch out of his mouth. So you want to get that brunch on there and get all these special items we got. Mr. Brunch Chicago only makes for brunches. Contact us. And, hey, we here. And that's how, you know, y'all been a blessing to us. We still not asking you to send no money to what the Cash App? Cash App and Zelle. With the other one. We ain't ask y'all to do that. Every week we on the show. But they're PayPal too, not that with me. So, but you want to buy our products and receive some of our services, that's how you can bless us and keep us moving and keep us shaking. So appreciate you. Thank you. Got some sponsors coming in soon. So the show will be sponsored soon. And we're working out some stuff, getting the details together. But I got some big, heavy sponsors coming in going to sponsor the show. So when y'all see that, if you're looking for sponsorship, you want to sponsor our show, and you want to sponsor Mr. Brunch Chicago, go to our website or go to Mr. Brunch Chicago at gmail.com. Hit us with a link. We'll respond to you, and we go over details from there. All right. Been another great episode. Really appreciate you. Thanks again. Thanks for being a blessing to us. And thank you for allowing us to be a blessing to you all. Until next week, take care.